in front of our eyes.
Stephanie standing by with one of the stars of the night, Miles Turner.
Thank you so much, Spiro. All right, let's start with you specifically. Career high for three-pointers tonight. What were you seeing? Why were they leaving you open? How did you do it?
Just a lot of confidence in myself and the work that I put in over the years. You know, I've been waiting for this opportunity. Haven't been in the playoffs in 5 years, and trying to make the most of it.
Now, you and I talked earlier in the season about how easy your offense is with Tyrese Halliburton and the pace that you all play with. Explain to the fans at home why pace is important.
It's just the best way to play basketball, man. It's fun. When you got a facilitator like him who wants to pass when he wants to score, and a group of killers. Who they're down, everybody's an NBA player, and they were waiting for their opportunity. So we got one more to take care of on the road, and hopefully we get done.
Hey, thanks for stopping. Nice job tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, Stephanie, great stuff. Best three-point shooting night of Miles Turner's career. 29 points. He hits a career-high 7 threes as he and the Indiana Pacers take a 3-1 series lead. Special thanks to our crew, our producer Bert Bondi, our director Andy Goldberg. Now for GA, Stephanie Reddy, Spiro Ditas, rest of our TNT crew, good night from Indianapolis. As we get you to Game 2, Ian Eagle, Grant Hill, and Jared Greenberg next.
Yo, how you put the volume up?
The Minnesota Timberwolves have a 3-0 series lead.
We put ourselves in a hole, and we got to dig ourselves out of it.
The job's not finished, though, man. We know what we came here for.
We are where we are. Now you can do it.
At home twice, so I'm thirsty to get it.
Yo, that's crazy. I'm using my beats.
We join you tonight from the...
Oh, nah. But we hear echo.
Alright, bud. Now you can hear me. Now you hear echo, right? You a bird-ass niggas, but you are.
Alex, you don't hear the echo?
Yeah. Alex respected you.
With a win, Kevin Durant and the Suns just trying to stay alive. First round coverage on TNT is presented by NerdWallet. This is game 4 of the 3-6 matchup in the Western Conference. The Timberwolves with a commanding 3-0 lead in the series. They have a chance to become the first team into the conference semifinals with a victory here as the West is shaping up with Minnesota looking very sharp so far. Ian Eagle, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, Jared Greenberg joining us as well. It's been 20 years since the Timberwolves have won a playoff series, and this resounding performance in the first round has opened a lot of eyes around the NBA. So is Anthony Edwards taking his game, which was already very impressive, to another level.
Well, the Timberwolves are doing everything right in this series in large part because of Anthony Edwards. His improved decision-making and overall leadership has the Timberwolves on the verge of a possible sweep here in the desert. And Ian, for Phoenix, big expectations this season from the big three. They have struggled in this series. I expect them to clean some things up and throw everything they have at the Timberwolves here tonight.
They swept them during the regular season, so the idea that they could get swept in the postseason is not something that you see all that often. In fact, the last team to do it was Washington against Toronto back in 2015. Starting lineups for Minnesota, this group has been so efficient, so effective. Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns are clicking. Gobert, huge factor. McDaniels and Conley have been outstanding. For Phoenix, you mentioned the big three of Booker, Beal, and Durant. They certainly could turn it up a notch here tonight and get a win to extend this series, but all the momentum has belonged to the Minnesota Timberwolves, including a 126-109 win over the Suns in Game 3 on Friday night. They shot 49% from the field. Edwards led the way with 36 points and 9 rebounds. Our officiating crew tonight: Scott Foster, Curtis Blair, Pat Frere. Veteran group with Nurkic and Gobert to jump it up. This is Game 4. Suns control the tip. Phoenix had championship dreams when this season started. They are in an 0-3 hole in the opening round of the playoffs. Booker gives it up. Nurkic by himself for the flush.
Right out the gate, I had a great set, some movement, causing some confusion. The weak side not there. Nurkic for the easy two.
Gobert hands it to Conley. Towns ball fake. Love it. Catch Gobert. It's blocked by Nurkic. O'Neal gets it ahead for Booker. He gets around Conley, loses control of it, and it's out of bounds.
And right there, great defense from the veteran Mike Conley with the active hands. And on the other end, a beautiful block on the interior by Nurkic. But already the energy right out the gate, Phoenix definitely ramping it up here in this first quarter.
Swing it. Gobert is fouled. Nurkic was there and got the body in on Gobert, who will shoot a pair. Chris Finch, the confidence level of this group. We asked him what's been the difference on the offensive end. There's just been the activity level higher than he's seen throughout the regular season. Crisper, more committed. And they can feel it. The players can feel it. The coaching staff can feel it. Minnesota's on the board.
Well, the confidence, and obviously we talked about Anthony Edwards, but really collectively as a group, locked in, understanding that they have to execute, be precise with their execution, their assignments on defense, and they've done that to perfection almost, particularly in the third quarters where they've just been sensational in all three games of this series.
Grant, they went wire to wire on Friday night. They led by as many as 24 points on the road. So up 2-0, you go to Phoenix, and there's that feeling that all teams experience. Hey, you beat us on our home floor, then we can start talking. Well, they did. The miss by Beal, the rebound to Edwards. They've won the first three games by an average of 18 points. Towns two-man game with Edwards. Beal draws the assignment. McDaniel showed for a moment. 8 to shoot. Switch. Towns lets it fly. Bottom. It's a three.
And we know right there, Karl Anthony Towns, obviously with the great range, but also able to post up against the smaller Kevin Durant. His issue has just been foul trouble in this series.
Nice find. Durant shovels to Nurkic for the jam. So there's been this feeling around Phoenix that the Suns will go smaller at some point. Conley trying to put some English on it. Missed it. Gobert follow. No. O'Neal the board. Right now Nurkic has been effective in the early minutes. Durant one-on-one with Karl Anthony Towns. High screen Nurkic. Releases. Isolation. KD off. Gobert couldn't rebound it, but Towns does. Early offense, Conley against Durant. Conley's been the perfect quarterback for this team. Kick. McDaniels misses on a three ball, and a foul is called.
Saw that last play. So much attention on Durant. Double teamed. Great awareness. Weak side a little bit late. So this is twice that Nurkic has been the recipient of a pass from Booker to start the game, and there from Durant. Obviously trying to establish the others, getting them involved on the offensive end. We know the one-on-one capabilities of the big three from Phoenix.
The NBA on TNT is brought to you by the three-row Kia Sorento, built for the unstoppable. Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA. You asked Frank Vogel prior to the game about the team's psyche and their belief, and he said quite definitively, we believe we can win the series. There is going to be a team at some point that creates history, that comes back from 0-3. It's never been done in NBA playoff history. He said, we don't think it's going to be a 38-win team, an 8 seed. It's going to be one of these teams that's capable of going on a run. We believe we're that team.
Very confident.
Very confident. But he also acknowledged you got to win one game first before you can get rolling. Beal, the turnaround, short. Rebounded by Edwards. Minnesota won game one, 120-95. Edwards had 33. They won game two, 105-93. Conley in and out. Rebounded by Booker. Minnesota is 1 of 5 from the field, yet they lead 8-4. Nurkic hands it off for Booker. He lines it up. Booker, a three.
And that's important. Booker kind of has the responsibility of the lead guard trying to facilitate, but needs to be aggressive offensively. And of course, Phoenix needs to shoot more three-pointers in this game, as Booker just did.
Towns off the double. The dive is McDaniels, and he puts it down, +1.
And that's what I'm talking about, the execution. Everybody's on the same page. A double team right there, a beautiful cut, finding the opening there in the paint. McDaniels, and a great pass, and obviously putting pressure on the rim. McDaniels shooting too.
Second foul on Nurkic. McDaniels in that game too had 25 points and 8 rebounds. So it's not just been Anthony Edwards. Gobert has been excellent. Karl Anthony Towns has been terrific. How about last game, the game that Nickeil Alexander-Walker put together off the bench with 16 points and a tremendous defensive effort.
Yeah, everybody's contributing, and their defense has been stellar right now in a sort of a 2-3 matchup zone.
Gordon is in, and he is fouled on the pass to Booker. Basket won't count. So the idea that Phoenix might go smaller now, they've actually been forced to go smaller because of the 2 fouls on Nurkic.
And that'll be interesting to watch because they talk about maybe speeding the game up, playing quicker against the size of Minnesota. But one of the problems in all 3 games has been giving up offensive rebounds against that size.
I can't because oh my gosh, bro, my fucking team ain't nowhere to be found.
So it's important that everyone block out for Phoenix on the defensive end.
Booker, hard drive, and a blocking foul is called. And Gobert was the last man there. That's going to be number 2 on Minnesota's big.
And I like that. Booker, knowing he has 1 foul, attacking him, going right at the basket. Gobert hesitant to come over to help there, and 2 fouls. That's been huge. And look, Phoenix has missed a lot of chippies at the rim because of the presence of Gobert. So smart to get him out of the game early.
Make every 3-pointer, steal, and assist mean more with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today. It's not as if Gobert has had huge numbers in the blocks department. He hasn't, but he alters a bunch of shots, and he makes you think twice about going inside. Gobert now on the bench, replaced by the NBA 6th Man of the Year, Naz Reid. They gave him a 3-year, $42 million deal, and he's been worth every penny.
Oh, yeah, and you forget last year in the playoffs, Naz Reid was out, injury, McDaniel was out. This team played Denver tough, but now full strength, confident, fun to watch.
McDaniels gets to the rim for 2.
Just long, can just extend there to the rim with ease.
Booker, aggressive block by Reed. Conley leaves it for Edwards. That's a deep one. Off. And O'Neal wanted to allow it to bounce out of bounds. Conley made him think twice about it.
And what a block there. Naz Reid kind of baits Booker, gets on his hip, doesn't foul him. But this team, the buy-in on defense and how good they've been defensively all season and in this series. Fun to watch.
Phoenix is 3 of 7 from the field. The Timberwolves are 3 of 8. O'Neal came over in a deal with the Nets. Swing it. Durant. In and out. It was halfway down. Rebounded by Reed. Minnesota up by 4. We approach the 7-minute mark of this opening quarter. Edwards yet to score. 1-on-1 with Durant. And a whistle stops play away from the action. Booker is asking for an explanation. It's going to be a defensive 3 seconds, the call. 6:59 to play in the first.
I am the great Dementus. I rule the wasteland.
You took everything from me. My mother, my childhood. I want them back.
Good for you. I've got a fiendishly high pain threshold.
Magnificent. I'm Furiosa!
Furiosa, Mad Max Saga, rated R, May 24th.
Hey.
No flex, zone. No flex, zone.
I'm back.
They know better. They know better. Wanna go better.
Oh, what the fuck?
Man, we can't buy a bucket.
You know what you do, your team can't buy a bucket.
You gonna say buy a bucket of Corona, huh?
No. Your bucket, Mr. Manning?
Oh, who ordered this? You think you slick. You not slick. I got you this lever right here.
It's the BetMGM offer of the week. Get up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. For all the games in the playoffs. Set your picks and shoot your shot. And turn any game into a must-watch. Download the BetMGM app, and it's on.
Hit that pose, take that flick, check your angle, post that. Hit that pose, take that flick, check your angle, post that. Hit that pose, take that flick, check your angle, post that.
Gator Light. Rapid rehydration with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes and lower sugar. Hydration for every athlete, forever.
Phone call from the boss? Sorry. Outdoor time. It's me time.
Sticking it to the boss. That sounds fun. We have sort of a flat hierarchy, so.
Wait, Flo isn't the boss?
Well, you could say I'm a boss at helping people save when they bundle.
No, thanks. We're not going to say that. Very cringy.
For your most brilliant smile, Crest has you covered.
Nice smile, Brad.
Nice. Thanks.
Crest 3D White, 100% more stain removal. Crest.
This is a travel show where I visit my fans around the world. You can't buy that kind of propaganda.
You're making it so weird.
That's what I do.
That's what
That
you
is my gift.
Conan O'Brien Must Go, now streaming exclusively on Max.
Boy, we have a contest here, competition level as good as it gets.
We've given ourselves another lifeline. It's a one-game series for us.
Celtics Heat, Lakers Nuggets. Coverage begins tomorrow with 7. NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel with round 1 coverage presented by NerdWallet on TNT.
The 2024 NBA playoffs are presented by Google Pixel. Back here in Phoenix, 13-9. Timberwolves in front. Let's bring in the third member of our crew, the effervescent Jared Greenberg.
Well, Bird, Anthony Edwards looking for his first career playoff series win, and it just so happens it's coming up against his favorite player as a kid. That was Kevin Durant. The coaching staff of the Timberwolves really encouraged Ant-Man to just be himself coming into this series. The result, the Wolves got a much more vocal leader than they ever had before. I was informed that for the first time this season, after game 1, Edwards stopped a team film session, stressing to his teammates that despite winning the game, they needed to tighten up, identifying areas where Ant-Man felt the Wolves had some slippage. He said moving forward, they wouldn't be able to get away with those mistakes. Guys, it's as good as Edwards has been on the court, the coaching staff has been really most impressed with his maturity and growth as a leader.
Yeah, thanks, Jared. We forget he's only 22 years old. This is his third playoff appearance, but his improvement and his desire to be great is really sensational and certainly has helped with this Minnesota team this series.
McDaniels stripped of the ball by Durant, knocked out of bounds and a shot clock violation. The other part of the equation, you worked a bunch of those playoff games last year. You felt at times that Edwards was trying to do it himself.
Well, you had injuries. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns was coming back from a long injury during the season last year, his calf injury. McDaniels was out, Reed was out, but it was like he was trying to win it by himself, and he almost did. I mean, 3 close games against the Nuggets, but the balance of figuring out as Durant knocks down a patented mid-range jump shot, but the balance between facilitating for Edwards, finding his teammates, and then looking for his own, big time.
There's Edwards one-on-one with Booker. 3-point lead for the Timberwolves. Swing it off the shaded double team from Beal. McDaniels tried to drop it inside. Ball knocked around. McDaniels with the effort. Durant turns on top of it. And it's a tie-up. McDaniels made a poor decision. Probably should have taken it himself to the rim, but thought he had Reed open underneath.
He should have just shot the ball right there, but getting on the ground, and this also during the series, the 50-50 balls have been all Minnesota's in their favor. The hustle plays, the blue-collar mentality, Chris Finch.
So it's Durant and McDaniels. Trying to arrange everybody around the jump. There's only 1 second on the shot clock. In the air. Jumper, Edwards. No good. And O'Neal probably got fouled on the play, no call. Durant goes to work. Flips it up. Gets the roll. And the foul.
And I like that right there. Going quick, playing with pace. The defense not set. Durant has the bigger read on him. No one there at help side. A little ability to draw contact. And obviously the great touch there. But I think getting stops for Phoenix, getting out in transition, can only help them against this tough defense.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker in the game for Minnesota. Durant converts at the line. We're tied at 14, just past the midway point of this opening quarter. Alexander-Walker now in his 5th year, signed to a 2-year, $9 million deal. Here's Towns. Durant using the body. Towns giving it back to him, puts it high off the window, knocked out of there by O'Neal to Edwards. Shot clock at 3. Edwards against Beal. Edwards fires, no good. Hits the heel. Rebound ricochets over to Alexander-Walker. He can't hit the 3. And Booker saves it to Durant. Minnesota 3 of 13 from the field. Beal 1-on-1. A skimmer for O'Neal. Kentucky against Kentucky. Booker gives it up. 9 to shoot. Isolation. Durant. Fake. They wanted to travel. Booker.
There's mad people. There's someone putting
jab. Jumper. Doesn't go.
Incredible defense there against 2 of the best one-on-one players. Great job by the Timberwolves. And of course, Edwards downhill. So strong. Such a quick first step. Booker there. Great balance, didn't fall out of bounds, and great little help defense from Edwards, and help defense from McDaniels. And just forcing a tough shot, contested 3. Well done by the Timberwolves.
Minnesota has missed its last 6 field goal attempts, but they are getting to the free throw line. They're now 7 of 8 after that miss by Edwards, averaging 28 points per game in this series. This season, Edwards averaged just under 26 per game.
He's averaging 28 points per game in his playoff career, which is 7th in NBA postseason history. So incredible what this young man has done so early in his career.
First point of the night for Ant. Booker barrels in. Foul call. Former teammates at Kentucky, Booker and Karl Anthony Towns, and it's going to be the Minnesota forward picking up the personal.
And I like that. A nice little brush screen, forcing the switch. Towns a little late sliding his feet. You can see right away there's a concerted effort by the Suns to attack the bigs. Minnesota, Rudy Gobert has 2. Now Cat has 1. Nas Reed has 1 as well. So getting to the paint, attacking, and getting to the line is working for Phoenix.
Get the NBA app for non-stop playoff access. With real-time scores and highlights, go behind the scenes with new episodes of the original series, Chasing History. Download the NBA app today. Towns to the bench. Kyle Anderson checks in. He's been dealing with a hip pointer. Did play 8 minutes in game 3. Booker now has 7 points. Phoenix up by 1. Reed way outside. Anderson defended by Booker. Anderson drives in, uses that size, and gets the bounce.
Giving up right there a lot. Booker, no one coming to double team. Slow-mo gets to his spot with the easy 2.
Veteran Eric Gordon pushes it up the floor. Okogie is in for Phoenix. Former member of the Wolves. Booker bounces, hard drive, and finish. Okogie making some things happen. Edwards hunting his shot. Banker no, but a foul. Beal upset.
Slow-mo, 3-4 dribbles to get into the paint. Pretty good defense there. Tough shot by Kyle Anderson, but no one's coming to help, so he has an opportunity. Then a great pocket pass. Right now, coaching with this small lineup, he's the roller and rolls effectively for 2.
Now that is the 15th foul on Phoenix. It will be O'Neal in for Beal. They'll switch spots with Gordon. So the Suns going small with Durant, O'Neal, Okogie, Booker, and Gordon on the floor.
And that small lineup, they're going to have to rebound. Find a way collectively to go up with two hands. It's really going to be a battle of wills for them, on the glass.
Grant, they got out rebounded 50-28 in game 3. O'Neal, knock away. Alexander Walker tracked down and saved by Okogie. Gordon can't finish on the inside. Edwards the other way. Edwards shifting, kicking, Reed rims out on a 3-ball. Durant gathers. Up the floor for Booker. He's got the length of McDaniels and a reach-in foul against McDaniels.
I'll tell you, that last defensive possession, look, they're everywhere. Out, denying. That's Nas Reed, a big guy, denying. And then great hustle. 3 guys at the rim on Eric Gordon. So the effort, the intensity, the length, and the physicality defensively from Chris Finch's team. And this is why it's been such a tough series for Phoenix.
Chris Finch helped lead this Timberwolves team to the #1 defensive rating in the league. They were 16th in offensive rating. Much better so far in the postseason. It's just been freewheeling on offense. You've alluded to it, making the right play, instinctually doing things that have worked in the postseason.
You got guys that can get the job done, who can execute. Rudy Gobert, McDaniels, Anthony Edwards has become an elite on-ball defender. The buy-in incredible, and that has paid off this season and in this postseason game.
Anderson on a skip. They spread it, give room for Edwards to work. Rimming out, tip in, doesn't go. Alexander Walker couldn't get it, and Okogie triggers it. Under 3 minutes to go in the first. Booker short, rebounded by O'Neal. Suns get another chance with Gordon. Off the dribble, Gordon met there by McDaniels. Do not go in there. McDaniels tied up. Reed the cutter. Bodies flying and a foul. 20-19. The Suns in front. McDaniels the length. Gordon couldn't get a clean look.
Are you serious?
You deserve that.
Thank you.
I'll take
Look, that's just for you. Come on, Dad, get me.
Oh, nice play. All right, here you go.
At Ally, we're helping millions of people save for their people. Whoever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Oh, brother. Which brother?
Our son just needs car insurance.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The State Farm agent is there to help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa might be our best kept secret. Slow-cooked, responsibly raised beef, seasoned with garlic and cumin. Hand shredded for fall of the fork tenderness. Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa. If you know, you know.
Las Vegas Grand Prix chooses T-Mobile for Business for 5G solutions because T-Mobile is helping power operations and experiences for hundreds of thousands of fans with reliable 5G connectivity. Now's the time to accelerate your business.
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
You see a car, you can find it on AutoTrader. Even my TV detective car. Just put your info in the Kelly Blue Book My Wallet, browse personalized monthly payments from dealers in your area, then start and finish the deal online. Case closed.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Someone has to keep the train on the tracks around here.
You are not listening to me! The
fate of humanity depends on it!
What? Are you telling me that if we pull this off,
Royal Crackers will be #1.
Royal Crackers, Thursdays at midnight on Adult Swim, and next day on Max.
The stage is set. All the pieces in place.
To the ones left waiting for something new.
The show every day. An absolute bomb! It was worth the wait.
And those who kept us wanting more.
That's right. The new star on the rise.
MLB Tuesday on TBS is here.
Big names, big stars, big moments. It's time to play ball.
Astros, Yankees. Coverage begins Tuesday, May 7th, 6:30 p.m. on TBS and Max.
Don't want to miss a matchup? Just tell Siri. Show me the playoff basketball schedule.
I think a grown fucking class,
Let's take a look at tomorrow's playoff schedule on TNT. The Celtics and the Heat, game number 4. The Lakers and the Nuggets in game number 5. NBA TV has got you covered with the Thunder and the Pelicans, game 4. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. A lot of fouls in this opening quarter, which means a whole lot of free throws. Minnesota's now 11 out of 12. Phoenix is 7 of 7, and Naz Reid at the line from Asbury Park, New Jersey, 74% shooter. And it gives Minnesota a 1-point lead.
And the fouls in part because Phoenix trying to match the physicality that Minnesota has had. I thought that really bothered Phoenix in game 3. With that comes a lot of fouls called and almost a turnover there. Great activity in the hands there. Everything is difficult with Phoenix's execution right now, and that's in part because Minnesota is being so disruptive on the defensive end.
Durant loses his footing, goes down, hit by Anderson from behind, so he's going to head to the free throw line at the 2:26 mark. No Grayson Allen for the Phoenix Suns. Sprained right ankle, missed game 3. #1 3-point shooter in the NBA this season. They were hoping to get him back here tonight. They gave it a whirl and just could not do the things that he normally does on that right ankle.
And he's so important to this team because his shooting, obviously, as you said, leading the NBA in 3-point field goal percentage, but it just creates more space, which is so essential versus the length and presence defensively of Minnesota.
Just got an extension, 4 years, $70 million for Allen, as Durant misses on the second attempt. We're tied at 21. Alexander Walker handling it. Edwards off the ball. Anderson against Okogie. Good defender, but giving up a lot of inches. Reed flashes. Anderson turns the corner, adjusts, and follows it home, Moses Malone style.
Well, I'll tell you what, he faked the dribble handoff to Edwards and went quickly. Fast. Slow-mo actually went a little fast there. I like it.
We got to change the nickname. Okogie misses on a 3-ball. Same team. They couldn't secure it. Gordon got a 3.
I'll tell you, I like the hustle plays of Royce O'Neal, getting extra possessions, defense, loose balls. Big time 3 there by Eric Gordon.
24-23, Phoenix. They've done everything they can to blanket Edwards. He's one-on-one with Gordon. Edwards loses the ball. Turnover. Edwards now 0 of 5 from the field. Durant gets to the rim and slams it down. 26-23 Suns. 1 minute to go in the first. Karl Anthony Towns got tied up by Okogie. So he will shoot a pair.
Right there, Reed getting up on Durant. 30 feet from the basket, 3 dribbles, Durant at the rim, and with no Rudy Gobert in there, basket wide open. Phoenix and Kevin Durant able to take advantage.
So this is going to be free throw attempt number 14 and 15 for the Timberwolves in the first quarter. They did shoot 31 free throws in game 3. Gobert's been on the bench for an extended period. Nurkic picked up 2 fouls early. Just 3 minutes of action for him. Reed will take a seat. Timberwolves will go smaller here with the flexibility of Karl Anthony Towns.
I'll tell you, you said the free throw shooting has really kept them in the game. Just not efficient from 3, 1 of 8, 23% from the field. But they're still in the game, keeping it close. And I think what's sustaining them is the free throws and their stellar defense.
1-point lead for the Suns. Booker trying to break free of McDaniel. Screen of Kogi. Booker the jab step. Spin. Beal takes a peek at the clock. 4 to shoot. Beal trying to get it going on a step back J. No. Rebounded by O'Neal. Suns get a reload. Had a 2 for 1. Now they just have to look for a quality shot. O'Neal blast to the rim. Left hand. No. Good defense from Towns. Edwards slows it down with 17 seconds left in the opening quarter. Gordon, double team. Edwards force him to get rid of it. Cross it. Towns, extra. McDaniels can't hit the 3. And that's going to be the end of the quarter as Anderson tried to save it. Phoenix up by 1, trying to stay alive in the series. 26-25, the Suns lead the Timberwolves. Minnesota leads the opening round series 3-0. First round coverage on TNT, presented by NerdWallet.
Taco Tuesday's the best. Oh, it sure is. But I wonder if we should try something new. Like what?
Just 2 best friends trying things that are new. We got this guy and this guy too. Plus a taco that's new. We'll paint a picture for you. Just 2 guys, robots, and tacos too. It's Taco Tuesday.
Nah. Oh, that jingle was catchy though.
I know, right? Hey, at least we got these Cantina chicken tacos.
Oh, for sure.
Corona's never missed a Cinco de Mayo party. Neither should you.
AT&T just sent me a heads up on the best plan for me.
That's cool.
They know what a pro wants.
What a pro needs.
Whatever makes me happy.
Sets you free.
And I'm thanking you for knowing exactly what a pro wants, what a pro needs. Whatever makes me happy sets me free.
Good. A little bit flat. It'll get better.
AT&T Optimizer provides proactive recommendations so you get what's right for you.
That feels nice.
Why not? Why? The Eau de Parfum and the new elixir. Yves Saint Laurent.
Before we start, you have medical insurance? What? Your coverage good? You have dental?
You ready?
Ready.
Do you believe in me? Let me fight beside you. I think we're all going to die.
I'm glad he's on our side.
Into another dimension.
To test the toughness of the Kia Sorento X-Pro and the Kia Sorento Turbo Hybrid, we recreated some of the wettest springs, hottest summers, windiest falls, and coldest winters. All on one track to prove these 3-row SUVs were built for the unstoppable. Kia, movement that inspires.
24 of America's fearless chefs signed up to face 24 challenges for 24 straight hours.
All new 24 and 24. Last Chef Standing. Next Sunday night at 8.
And welcome back. And defense has been superb by Minnesota here. Just multiple efforts, running guys off the three-point line, contested shots without fouling, being so disruptive and just swarming on defense, picking the ball up, denying, causing a great deal of confusion and chaos. And moments ago, Jared Greenberg caught up with Chris Finch.
Coach Finch, you knew Phoenix would throw an early punch. How do you think your team responded?
No, I mean, it's typical game 4 in a series. You know, it's kind of scrappy out there. Both teams playing really good defense. It's physical. It's hard to make shots right now.
With Rudy in foul trouble, how conservative will you be moving forward?
We're good right now. Just got to the second. He's got 2. Just got to be smart coming out here.
All right, good luck. Thank you, guys.
All right, Jared. Gobert is in. Gobert slams it down.
And great awareness, knowing Phoenix is small, a little big-to-big action. And Gobert gets back into action with an easy 2.
6-time all-defensive first team, 3-time all-star Rudy Gobert. Chance to possibly win his 4th Defensive Player of the Year award. Jump shot from Nasir Little doesn't go for Phoenix, and now Minnesota up by 1 with possession. First minute of play, second quarter. Conley is back in. Along with Towns, Gobert, Alexander Walker, and Anderson. Towns a blast to the cup.
And Towns, because of his shooting, you have to get up in him. Got that step, big body by him for that easy 2.
Durant. He brings Gobert to the outside, so he takes it inside for the deuce.
And I like Durant's not settling. Last few possessions, he's had the ball attacking, getting to the rim, not letting him off the hook.
Durant, O'Neal, Beal, Gordon, and Little, the 5 on the floor for Phoenix. Conley gets it back from Gobert. The chemistry goes back to the Utah days. Towns all the way off the rim. And a foul was called underneath as Gobert was trying to grab the rebound. Frank Vogel can't believe it.
And Gobert just does a great job as the ball is going up, just gets under the basket, plants himself. He's so big, can't move him. And his length on the glass on that miss, securing the ball and drawing another foul.
That is the 3rd on Bradley Beal. So Beal has not scored. He's 0 of 3 from the field. For the bucket.
And if you're going to go small, you're going to have to double team that. You cannot play these big guys in isolation on the low block.
O'Neal tried to turn the corner and then backs it out for Phoenix. Durant against Anderson. Durant is fouled. 2 free throws here for Kevin Durant. Let's check in with Jared.
Guys, you might remember a few years ago when Gobert was a member of the Jazz, there were playoff series when he often got played off the floor. Well, Chris Finch, the head coach of the Timberwolves, told me that when the Wolves were close to acquiring Gobert from Utah, the head coach made a promise to team president Tim Conley that he won't pull Gobert off the court when opponents go small against Minnesota. And so far, Finch has stayed true to his word. Finch and the coaching staff also used last year's disappointments to figure out what won't work with Gobert. And guys, listen, it led to the Timberwolves becoming the top defense in the NBA during the regular season and holding Phoenix to just 99 points per game over the first 3 series of this contest, of this series.
And Jared, Tim Conley's been the architect, president of basketball operations. And when we spoke with Chris Finch earlier tonight, Grant asked him about that Denver series last year. They lost the series, but he told us.
Come on, bro.
Go, there's one down here.
We figured some things out. Spacing, the foundation of the success of this year was based on a lot of what they saw in that series.
And they gave Denver a handful, and they've carried it over this season.
Turnover. Booker ahead of the pack. Puts it down. 11 points for Devin Booker. 12 points for Kevin Durant. 32-31 Suns. Ball movement leads to Gobert. Cutter. It's It's good, and a foul. Nickeil Alexander-Walker with a chance at a traditional three-point play.
And that can't happen right there. I mean, first of all, great defense by Kevin Durant. Booker in transition, the easiest two he's had tonight. Defense to offense, and then the ball goes in. You can't lose sight of your man. Beautiful back cut. And how about Gobert with the pass? And this Alexander Walker has played well this series, shot the ball well. Of course, we know he can defend. And just kind of bails out.
Right there.
Minnesota there on that series.
He's been really aggressive. He works so well off of screens, very crafty. It's always been great defensively, but now what the coaching staff is seeing, that he is shot ready. When the ball comes his way, he's prepared and he's confident. Booker for O'Neal. Rainbow three, short, rebounded by Gobert. 34-32, Timberwolves. Conley gets a touch early for Karl Anthony Towns. It's a blocking foul. O'Neal digging in defensively. He gets charged with it.
Like O'Neal tried to pull the chair a la Rick Mahorn back in the day. But reaching in as Towns made contact, and I'll tell you, I know they're unhappy here in Phoenix, but you're going to have to double team in that situation there. You got a smaller guy giving up size, height.
And the foul trouble is real right now for the Suns. Here's Gobert. And another whistle. Durant had extended out on Karl Anthony Towns off the ball. Eric Gordon was also in the area. And that is 14 fouls now against the Suns.
And I know you want to be physical, but you got to be smart in these situations. You can't give away fouls like that in this game in the second quarter.
Suns are matching the Timberwolves' physicality, but Minnesota still controlling the glass. McDaniels with an open look. Off the mark. And Little goes up high for the board. 34-32, Timberwolves. Booker, the drive with the left hand, Devin Booker. Gobert took a shot to the side of the head.
I thought Booker got clipped as he was going to the rim by McDaniels, with great finish and concentration.
We're tied at 34. 13 now for Booker. Conley squeezes through. Denied by KD. Gordon steps into it. Cha-ching.
Yeah,
7-34 Suns.
I'll tell you, the Suns are showing some toughness, showing a lot of heart here, fighting.
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
Damn.
How the fuck you got you? Hey, Diablo.
On every possession.
I downed him, but I don't have anything to end him.
The screen. Gordon there to help. And a step in by Conley. Cutter McDaniels can't finish with the left hand. Gobert is there. He banked it off the window. It ends up being a pass to McDaniels. And a chance for three.
That was me.
Not how you draw it up, but effective.
Not at all, but just chaotic confusion on the glass. Three bigs for Minnesota down the field, or down the court on the glass. And once again, the Achilles heel, the inability to secure the defensive possession with rebounds, coming back to bite the Suns on that possession.
So offensive rebounding numbers now 7-3 in favor of Minnesota. 19-13 overall on the glass. McDaniels put another on the board. So Jaden McDaniels averages 10.5 points per game. He's got 11 with 7:15 to go in the first half.
You know, I stay with a pocket.
Edwards back in. Durant threads the needle. Little back for Durant. He pulls up. Short.
And once again, Gobert there to contest Durant on that mid-range.
Edwards has not gotten going yet for Minnesota, which is a great sign for the Timberwolves. This game is tied at 37. Come on a double team. Conley feeds it. McDaniels, the kick. Shot clock winding down. Conley can't hit the three. Offensive rebound, Towns. They get a reset with Edwards. Drive. Hangs. Missed it off the window. Durant the board. McDaniels with a kick save and a beauty. And we get a timeout. 6:31 to play. Fun and frenzied first half.
Think you can call the shots? Play NBA Pick'em today. Pick, watch, win.
AE drink Sprite? AE drink Sprite?
You want to hoop like Anthony Edwards? Practice. You want to refresh your drink? Obey your thirst. Hey, I tried to tell him, man.
Oh, I know. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Could I get a large pepperoni pizza for delivery?
Are you fucking kidding me?
If pizza worked like this, you wouldn't like pizza. But this is pretty much what happens to your money whenever you spend it or send it. It's a complicated system full of middlemen and fees, and everyone's taking a bite. We deserve a better system. Easier, simpler, faster. That's how crypto works.